Okay, how's it going, Amar?
Very good. How are you,
I'm
bro?
Phil. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
I know I came to you. I wanted to switch things up for this project. I know you're Muslim and you're involved in your church, so I came to talk to you about different things in your belief in God. So
Awesome. Well, just want to correct something. You said char. We call it the mosque. So
okay, okay, cool. Sorry about that.
don't worry.
All right, first question. Have you ever questioned God's existence? If yes, why?
Well, yes. Sometimes during your life, yeah, especially like through like my teenage when I was 17, 18. Yes, when you grow up, like you grow up and you were raised in like religious family, either Christians or Muslim. I'm sure like a lot of teens face this. Like yes, you start question there's God or there's no God and why, you know. So yeah, yeah, I questioned if there's God or not, but like at the end, yes, I believe there's God. There's like I believe it by my heart. There's someone who created us. You know, like even when we create computers or we create phones, we did them. We are there, like God's phone. But I believe there is someone bigger than us who created us, who made all this world. I believe this world wasn't like exist from nothing, you know. And it, like there's someone, as I said, like someone who made us. It might be God, might be Allah, it might be something else. But from my belief, because I'm from Muslim family, I believe he's Allah.
Okay, cool. I really like that a lot.
Thank you.
Next question we have. Do you feel that your belief has influenced others?
Well, yeah, actually, like my roommate and my other roommate who's right now in Washington, like you know, because when you see all these extremist groups like in all over the world in different like places in the world, and especially like when you watch the media, all of them like focusing about Islam. Islam is terrorist. Islam is like the worst religion on the planet. But actually, when you read a lot, when you learn a lot about Islam, it's way different. Like it's way different. And so when I talk with someone like about my religion, I try my best to show him like the real learning of Islam, like the real teaching of Islam and what my parents taught me and how I was,
Yeah. Do you
raised.
feel that it's difficult for some Americans to understand your belief because they don't speak the language?
Well, exactly. Like language is a big thing because
It's a barrier between.
exactly it's Arabic. Like the Holy Book, our Quran, it's like written in Arabic, and when you want to translate it in English, it's very difficult, and like sometimes some words like will lose its meaning, you know. And Arabic is like way different. It's hard like the hardest language, and like when you try to translate it to other language, like sometimes you lose the meaning of the word. So and like because of Americans, you know what's going on all over the world, and especially the American media, and like Americans always like they have close community. They don't like meet up or meet someone from different country or some other cultures.
Very close-minded.
Exactly. So they don't know a lot, and they don't even like they don't. Yes, we have internet. If you want to learn about Islam, you can look at the internet. But like some of them, they don't even want to do that. You know, like my roommate when I met him, I remember when I went to his house. Like his parents very religious, very Catholic, and like they were very good with me, and I lived with them like for like 1 month. But I remember like when he introduced me to his mom, she told me, "Where are you from?" I was like, "I'm from Syria." She said, "Do you guys live in like in the desert
Yeah,
with the
she was confused.
Exactly.
She didn't know the.
I told her, "No, we have cities, we have towers, we have everything." So yeah, I lived with them for 1 month, and we talked a lot about religions, and I've tried my best to show them the real Islam.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm the only Muslim friend for this family.
Cool.
So I try my best.
Awesome. That's awesome. I really like that.
Thank you.
Since you believe in God, why do bad things still happen?
Well, yes, I believe that bad things will happen, like for a reason, and like all this what's going on right now in Syria, all this stuff. I have a lot of friends who were very religious before this start, and then they lost their relationship with God, and they lost their beliefs because I believe they didn't believe in God, like, because believing in God comes from the heart, you know. As I said before, you don't see him, you don't touch him, but you believe someone who created us. And bad things will still happen because God wants you to learn from your mistakes, wants you to learn from others' mistakes, and because sometimes some people deserve what's going on,
Yeah.
the bad thing, you know.
Okay, cool. Okay. What led you to believe in God, to develop your beliefs?
Yeah.
Ultimately, because I've known you you started your journey from when you were little, because that's where you grew up. You grew up within the Muslim faith. How did it develop, and what steps did it take to get to where you are now with your belief?
Well, you know, like growing up in a Muslim family, an Islamic family, and Islamic culture, like, you know, I come from Syria, and yes, we are like, I believe we are the real Islam in Syria. We are very liberal. Like if I was in Saudi Arabia, you might see me different. Yes, Saudi Arabia are very strict, or some other countries, but I believe what my parents taught me, and like growing up, going to the mosque every Friday because like it's going to like the church every Sunday. So this like developed my relationship with God, and actually, yeah, that's it. Like growing up, your parents teach you about religion during your life. Even right now, like when I talk with my family on Skype, my dad always tell me, "Don't do this, don't do this. It's against our principles, against our religion." But sometimes, like,
Yeah, you're in your mid-20s. So.
exactly, yeah. So yeah, that's it. Your parents, your
Yeah,
school,
like I was,
the
you know,
culture.
I grew up very, Catholic. I was born into the religion because that's how it was, you know, and I'm from the north and from, Hispanic family, it's very, you just go into like, as a child, your parents either feed, they give you whichever religion there is out there, and you grow from within that religion. And growing up now, as I'm a teenager. I'm 19 years old. Have gone through ups and downs with religion. I at once, thought I was agnostic. But religion and faith has always come back to me. So, but the belief in God has always, there's always been a trigger. So he's always shown me that he's there.
Exactly.
He might have left for a little bit. He might have gone on a trip to wherever he wanted to go and see somebody else. But he's always come back and shown that he's been there. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Last question. Did I ask you this one? And how does God show us He exists? Or is this? Have I asked you that?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
Well, I believe like I told you, God, we don't see Him, but we feel Him by heart. So God is trying like to put you in the right direction in your life. So when you believe in Him, and whenever you need Him, He will be there for you, no matter what. Like no matter what time, what He will be there for you. Just ask Him, but you need to ask Him like in very faithfully way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And He will be there. He will be there for you.
Okay, cool.
And I might see a Muslim one day, bro.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know.
Exactly. If I influence in you like very good way,
Yeah. You never know.
and you like my religion. Well, I believe like all religions are perfect.
All religions are perfect to the
Exactly.
to the individual. Just who knows? I might be curious.
Yeah, you never know.
Sweet man. All right, cool.
All right, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.